Alright, I got some early access to watch this movie and I wanted to give my thoughts. This is 2026 NFT's Cursed Images and this is directed by Jason Odenheimer. In this 80-minute movie, we follow a group of young adults and they are describing to us, the audience, and to themselves what cryptocurrency and what NFTs are. There is some conflict within the group between people breaking up and being together and like how that's impacting their group dynamics. One of the people in this group is really knowledgeable on NFT and does get an NFT image from out of nowhere. When someone receives an NFT image, they are now suddenly cursed. And they are cursed in a way that the NFT image is going to, whatever it's depicted, is going to come at them in that way. In this movie, basically the NFT image is, or NFTs are passed from person to person to person. And so we see a lot of unalivings in the movie. I feel for me, this movie, since it's so low budget, I have to kind of judge it in a different way than I would a very high budget movie just due to resources and money. I think that the premise is kind of interesting. I don't think we've seen anything like this with NFTs. So, I mean, I do like that that is an original concept. However, I do think that this movie is lacking in some things, such as a lot of the conversations are had via the phone, and it is just not dynamic how they're filming the people being on their phone and texting. They're kind of just standing very still and texting instead of doing something to create more of attention. So there is a lot of that throughout the film. There's like so much phone usage. It has to be because the NFT is on the phone. Like, I get it. But at the same time, try to make it a little bit more dynamic to kind of get us captivated into the scene and also give us a sense of tension that these NFTs are coming for them. I do think the most effective part of this movie is kind of like the NFT monsters. They are pretty creepy. I think if I saw one in like the corner of my room, I would freak out. Like, yeah, that design is pretty good and it is like effective in being scary. Honestly, it's not that bad. This is not the worst movie I've ever seen, not the best movie I've ever seen. I would say it's gonna be a little bit below the average of like the average low budget movie that I've seen, and you know I've seen a lot of low budget movies, so this one is not too bad. I'm not gonna say don't watch it. If you do have a chance to watch it on streaming whenever it becomes available on streaming, I would give it a watch. Definitely support independent creators and independent directors because we do need more original stories like this. But anyways, you guys let me know if you will watch this movie, if you think the premise is interesting. Would you accept an NFT that looks like this? Because I would not cute at all.